Well, hello everyone, a very good evening to you all. We are here with Eddie's Stobart issue number 24 here this evening, and we do have some very interesting parts here. As you can see, I'm very attracted by this little conveyor belt that we've got down the edge here. It feels hard, so it doesn't feel like a proper belt, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. I suspect obviously we'll need this section that we did from a previous issue, and as you can see coming up in this assembly, we are going to be doing the exhaust manifold and alternator. The exhaust manifold and alternator parts are fitted to the left hand engine block. So as you can see, we're going to be attaching some bits and pieces to this fantastic engine block that we've got over to Ha. And yeah, it looks really quite nice actually. So as you can see, we'll have something that looks like that coming up at the end of it. And then in next week's issue, as you can see, more caught back up again because we had a slight backlog. But the backlog is now cleared. So as you can see, coming up next week, we've got the right side of the engine block. The two right side of the engine block are together with fuel valves and screws there. So this is very exciting. So as you can see, we're going to be opening up this little package here, and it looks pretty damn cool. So let's get a pair of scissors if we can. Just had some. Where have they gone? There they are. So let's open up this section here that we've got here. It looks really fantabby-dozy. Obviously, I'm pleased to report that the live videos will return from next week. At the moment, I'm doing some pre-records because it's just a little bit hectic at the moment. So, yeah, this is plastic. I was rather hoping that'd be like a rubbery conveyor belt, rubber band thing, but this is plastic. Very interesting. Okay, cool. So what's going to happen first things first is you can see that we've got, we'll put these parts over to one side. You can see here, I'm going to move that down now, but you can see here that we've got like a little recess part here, and we've got like a little key notch. You see that like little key notch just there? That is basically to tell us that this is directional, and you can see that little notch just there. And what's going to happen is that's going to feed over the top, and basically we turn that around like so. I believe it wants it so that the big side, oh I see, right, so this side actually fits onto the, looks like the smaller end. Yeah, so we've got like a little, as you can see here, we've got this sticky out part. Very high tech. And this notch here. This notch here, you see that? It's going to feed into there like so. But according to this, it looks like it feeds upwards like that. So if my calculations are correct, oh, this is a bit fiddly. It should go something like that. So yeah, if we pop that there. We're then going to get our PB screws, but we know that these have been mislabeled. So the PBs are the actual ones that are DP06. So somewhere point here, we're going to have DP06, which are these little silver ones. So I'm going to get a little silver screw, and we're going to get this, we're going to secure this all the way in. It looks like it goes in from the top side in, so through this little part here. Now you can see that this is quite a contraption here, so I'm assuming it goes through that hole there. Yeah, so we've got two holes here, but it goes through the centre of the hole, the one nearest to the top. Oh, I hate fiddly bits. I hate fiddly bits. Be okay if I had small hands, but yeah, this is really nice. I'm loving the fact that everything is so red. So I'm just going to try and tighten that up a little bit more, because you can see it's a little bit still loose a bit. Okay, and as you can see, that's what that part there looks like. So fantabby-dozy. The next part, what we're going to do is secure this little nodule bit that we've got here, and this is the alternator holder. And as you can see, what's going to happen is very easily done again. You've got this little hole section. I feel like I'm going off the mat. We've got this whole section here that's going to marry up with that little hole there. So as you can see, it interlocks into that little hole, like so. So if we get this, just want to see if it's directional. Looks like it goes like that. So if we get that one, oh, tickety-boo. These ones are going to actually then be secured in with a PB screw, which I believe again is the DP06. Yeah. So we're going to put a PB screw through here. So very, very good. So yeah, we're all caught back up again, which is why you've had 2 Eddie Stobarts. I think it's been this week that we've done 2. But yeah, that looks pretty damn impressive. I like that. Very cool. And then once we've done that, guys, the next step is to now attach this onto here. And I'm loving the fact that each time we're getting a part, we get to attach it to something rather than keep it to one side. So this is pretty good. So what's going to happen now is we're going to get this little section here. And what's going to happen is we're going to go into the first hole and we're going to put that over this little pin. There's a little pin just there. And then basically the larger of the hole goes over this screw edge so that we can secure that into place. And as you can see, it goes in. It looks like it feels like it goes in on a slant. I'm just going to check that. As you can see, it seems to go in like on a side angle, like that. I don't know if that's right, but it looks like it goes in on a slant. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit of paint block there, so there we go, brilliant. And then we're going to secure them in with a PM screw. So obviously these are the chunkier of the two. Just going to press that a little bit. I'm going to get the PM now. And these are DP03. So we're going to secure that through here. I've got to be honest with you, I really feel like I'm building a tractor just because this red colour reminds me of a Maisie Ferguson tractor. So that's what it feels like. It really feels like I'm working on a tractor. So, you know, just these sort of bits here and then the pipes and all that, that's what reminds me. That is pretty damn impressive. I'm really liking that. That's absolutely gorgeous. So that's that section there. The next part, what we're going to do is to now obviously put these parts in here. This is the exhaust manifold, and as you can see, we've got various different nodule bits on there, which look really, really lovely. And basically what's going to happen is they're going to fit into here. So you see where we've got all these little holes running along the top. This is where these are going to fit into. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. It looks like the mid one is just a peg, so obviously that won't go into, I'm assuming, looking at this, it looks like the hole goes around like that with the 2 points at the top. You can see you've got 2 little point things there. They need to face over this side. And basically, it slots into there like that. Very lovely done, because we don't have to glue them in. That looks pretty damn impressive. I'm really happy with that. That looks awesome. And basically, once that's done, if I can get that right, what we then have to do is secure them in. So I think we screw these in from underneath, because as you can see, you've got like the little pin just sticking through there. So that's pretty damn good. And it looks like we put the PB screws in. So I believe the PB ones are these thin screws. So this is nice. I really like how they've done this. They've not used glue. They've actually got screws. I think this is the first manifold I've done where we screw it in. I don't recall working on a build where we screw them in previously. Any manifolds I've done, they've either told us to glue them in or it's a push fit, but yeah, these seem to be screwed in, so that's pretty damn impressive. So that's the first one, and we're just going to get the other one in as well. This is a lovely, lovely issue, guys, and obviously I urge you to, you know, if you like trucks or, you know, trucks, I've just said that, if you like trucks, lorries, that sort of thing, this is the build for you guys. It's really, really enjoyable. Each week that goes on, you know, every single part, we've not had with, you know, unlike Egamos where there's constant problems, with Harsh Share, they are brilliant. I mean, I'm being serious. We've done 24 issues now, and I've been happy with every issue. The only problem I would say is obviously the confusion over the screws, because obviously they label them DPOs and so, like DPO 6 or DPO 3, when the magazine tells you, you know, like PM, PB. So that would be the only thing I sort of knock on that. But apart from that, they have just got, you know, the quality behind them, and they're a brilliant company. Okay, so that's that one, and I'm just going to put the last one in. Don't worry, as I said, you may get a spare screw. They always provide you spares, so don't. I know some people get a bit worried that they've got a spare screw over, but that's because they always give you a spare. So I picked it up today and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. There don't seem to be a lot to do in this, but it's not been that bad actually. We've done quite a bit. So, because as I said, with this build, you have to, certainly for me, I have to see. I get the build and then I decide. I have, you know, a quick read through it, and then I decide, do I do it or do I double it? Because if it's a very short part, if it's say like 1 or 2 parts to put in, then I'll double it with another issue. But as you can see, I'm loving all this silver inside, it's really cool. But as you can see, that is your issue. It is really starting to take shape now. Look at that. You've got all the exhaust manifold there. I suspect something will connect to that, because this is like a bracket which is indicating some sort of screw hole. It looks like in here we're going to put them black flexi pipe things in. But as you can see, this is absolutely stunning. I really am fascinated by this, as I said. It is plastic, but normally when you get these, they're actually like a rubber substance. But yeah, it looks also as if something will go in there. Perhaps a wire will go from there to there, a black rubbery thing. But yeah, this looks absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. 10 out of 10 issue. And yeah, really enjoyed that. Hope you like that. That's it for this week. The next set of Stobart will be coming up on the 16th of March. And unless, of course, there's any delays with it getting into the shop, then yeah, that's where we are with that issue. I hope you like that. And the next one, as I said, coming up next week, we have the right side of the engine blocked together with fuel valves and screws. I can't see much of this. I can't see much more need doing on this. Obviously, if they're providing us the second half, it means we're approaching the end of this engine. But yeah, maybe we'll go back to, say, the cab. But yeah, it's been a nice little break from the cab, I have to say. But yeah, it's really taking shape now and really, really gorgeous. This red is so vibrant. I mean, look at the difference there between the fan home screwdriver and this. I don't know what shade of red this is, but if someone knows the shade, if there's a paint specialist out there that knows this type of red, please do drop it in the comments box below, because I really would like to know what colour this is. It is such a vibrant colour and I really, really like it. So whatever colour this is, obviously it's red, but you know, the shade of it would be most appreciated, because I would really like to know what type of red this is. So I hope you like that. That's it for Eddie Stobart. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. If you want to be notified of all the videos I do, then you do need to tap that ring a ding dong bell and become a ding dong and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next week for more of Eddie Stobart. Take care, guys. Bye bye.